Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. Now, let's see the history. Okay. So, the first thing is you should know history, why this has been introduced and how it's introduced. You should know. Okay. So, there were some purpose for this. So, that's why it's introduced. First thing first, the person who invented this Python programming, his name is Guido van Rossum. Okay, so Guido van Rossum was he was a Dutch programmer. Okay, and he was working in a project called this Centrum Wiskunde and Informatica. This was his project, and he was working in this, and he was like also working in a programming language called ABC. Okay, so he was part of this project, and this ABC is a beginner friendly language, like how you started with Python. So nowadays people will say Python is a beginner friendly language. At the time they were working on a project called this ABC, which was user friendly, beginner friendly. So he was working in this project. It was very powerful at the time. So that ABC programming language, it was powerful. Yet it's too close. I mean, it was not. There are some issues. Okay, so that ABC was the project. So it was powerful, and it was beginner friendly. But what happened? So why he didn't like this? The reason is simple. Okay, you can't the like see, I mean, it's not independent. So there are some limitations with this ABC programming. So he wanted to be simplified. So he wanted simplicity. So he wanted to work on a project. So same as now I started this in during these months. So in a Christmas time, so he started his own project, like for hobby purpose. He started as a hobby project. Okay, so he started this as a hobby project. Then his so like this his motive was simple. So it should be easy. Okay, it should be easy and more readable. I mean, you can easily readable. Okay, it should be able to easy and more readable, and also it should be powerful like C. Okay, it should be as powerful as C. So C is actually a powerful programming language, guys. So don't worry about if you don't know about C programming language. C is actually it's a great programming and powerful programming language, but it has some limitations. So actually, this Python is also written in C. Okay, so that's the one thing, and these are some of the things that he had, and he started doing this. And you may have this wonderful question like why it's called as Python, why it is called as Python. No, so the simple answer is he la- he liked Python. Actually, he didn't like the Python. I just said, but so there is a reason for this because he was a fan of this British comedy show that called as Monty Python's Flying Circus. So that is nothing but Monty Python's Flying Circus. Okay. I also don't know so how this circus is, but he liked this. So based on this, he named this. Okay, and he because he loved this, somehow he named this as Python, and that's where it's actually started. So in February, actually Feb of 1991, the first uh, version was launched. The first version was launched. Okay, and then slowly he started. Actually, it was not publicly launched. He launched it as onlinely. So it had some features, so which are very good at the time itself. Some functions, so exception handling, all were included in this. So we'll talk about functions later. Okay, functions, exception handling. So he did all these things. Okay. So there were some features which are very much important, which will make our development far better. So all these features were included at the time itself. After this, so he actually launched publicly. Okay, the first version. So that is Python 2.0. That's Python 2.0 as introduced in 1994. Okay, so it's introduced in 1994, and then the the versions will keep on updated, and there are features for adding to this Python. So this is how it started, and it's evolving day by day. And there's a one more important thing is, you guys know, is Python is something like, I mean, so there will be languages. So the people use that language in different slangs. The slang will be different in different areas, even though people might know English. So I am the slang that I use is different from the slang of the people who are speaking in America, the people who are speaking in England, UK. So it will be far. It will be different. There will be a difference between my way of communication and the way they speak. Okay. So in the same way, so the Python has one feature like where, so the Python which is implemented using Java, it is called as Jython. So actually it is implemented using Jython also. But before that, the Python actually implemented using C. So that is called as C Python. That's it. So C Python is actually first one. Then we have JPython, Iron Python, something. So there are some features. So Iron Python, which is actually it is developed by C Hash, and we have the Python which is written by Python. So that is called as PyPython. So these are some of the ways. So this is how its Python is implemented. So C Python is C programming, C language, and we have this using Java, and we had this using C hash. There are some couple of languages. Don't worry if you don't know about this. This is by using Python. So these are some of the things. So don't worry about all the things, but better of this information. Okay, so have this information, so it will be useful. So knowing some things, having knowledge is better. So this is the history of Python. Actually, I told that I will start practically. I will start Python, but I wanted you guys to know how this is been installed. Who is this Guido Mandras? And maybe some people asked if you know Python. Who is the founder of? Who is the author of Python? Like that, they may ask. So whenever they ask, you just say this. And when the first version is launched, you just say 1991, and publicly launched in 1994. So this is how you can say the things. So it is very much useful if you know these things. Okay, so thank you for watching this. And even like the Gado Manrasam had a purpose, so that's how he implemented this programming language. Even you guys have a purpose, so keep remember that purpose. And come every day, learn this, and you'll be good. Okay, it will take some time. Okay, okay guys, see you and take care. I will see you in the next video. Tada, bye bye.